And that, ladies and gentlemen, was a very interesting warm-up with some nice art that we witnessed. That was very creative. And now we're up with a knife round. Now the CTs are the ones who take this one on. Can be asked. They're starting off as counter-terrorists on cobblestone. So another cobblestone here tonight. My name is Two-Face. I'm here with Rami, also known as Daredevil. And we will be casting the grand finals of the Kinguin Cup. The first one of many, hopefully. Where one of these teams are gonna take home a lot of points, FACEIT points. Big thanks to our partners Kinguin, FACEIT, and the rest who are supporting Aphobia Gaming. Please take a minute, visit them in the description field, and show your support. Now we're starting off here with the first pistol round, and it's 4v4, so it's still pretty equal.
Yeah, one seems so disconnected as well.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
Yeah, so some excellent graffiti in the beginning of the warm-up, by the way, but I believe the name is actually CYBERATLET and not KBS, judging from one of the players. So, all the way into A now. Oh, sorry, into B, and they actually have the bomb plant, so really good retake here. 3 versus 3, they need to work together. And playing Ducks really hitting them hard from the long there from Redix. And it's all the way down to 3 versus 1 from and only Dawn 7 left. And this will be kind of tough, honestly, but we'll have to see here if he can do something, but he's right behind the door. Megan easily taking him out there, and just a perfect start to a T side.
Definitely is 1-0. It's a huge win, especially in the first round, because now you have a potential chance to win the other two, and
well,
securing quite a decent lead. 3 rounds as a terrorist, you gotta say that is actually not a bad thing at all.
And they're already on fire from the last match as well, playing Ducks. So this is a great start to what could be an equally great match, and hopefully not a one-side one. Let's see how CYBERATLET, or should I say KBS, is gonna perform here against playing Ducks, who's already fully warmed up from the previous match. And this is the grand final after all, so let's hope for great match. I'm predicting maybe playing Ducks might be able to win this if they keep going how they played last match, and we'll really have to see how CYBERATLET actually performs against them in comparison to the previous match from how playing Ducks completely overwhelmed the London Conspiracy. And this is actually a very good start from CYBERATLET. I'm just gonna call him CYBERATLET, honestly. And really good start from him with the Deagles and 1 UMP, and they're already 1 man up.
There definitely are. Now they're coming in towards A here. One of the bomb sites taking down to 22. The exchange of frags here, and it's a 2v1. Megan is the one caught in the middle here. 21 HP. Not a lot of things she's able to do here. She needs to go for the first peaks. The same goes for her opponents. So it's a pretty level situation, nevertheless. Pumping up into the A side, and
oh, nice headshot.
The headshot
that was a bit of a messy, like I felt like
that was a little bit of a clumsy round. Let's say clumsy, because messy sometimes, people just say, oh god, he's like again talking bad about our gameplays, but let's say clumsy. And this time I think it was not meant to be for the channel.
I'm just glad Chicky managed to get away as well from it could have brought it down to 1 versus 1, and that could have been a bit embarrassing, but they managed to bring it back after all. And this is one-on-one, and playing Ducks caught by surprise completely, I'm sure.
Almost. I'm a little bit disappointed at the way they're just like entering the bomb site. It's like they just freeze in the middle somehow. It's hard to describe the feeling and how, or what can be behind all this. But They do have the bomb right now. They know where it is, and they're gonna be rotating towards the bomb. They know it's gonna be in mid, so it cannot go anywhere right now.
I feel like they're playing mostly for entries at this point, and
Yeah, they should. Honestly, they should, but they should also focus on the economy and try to save something. At this point,
yeah. But when they freeze up in the middle, I feel like it's mostly like they're trying to get a few kills, maybe get CYBERATLET kind of off guard. But in order to do that, they kind of sacrifice their speed, and then when they're going a bit slower into the bomb side, that allows for the retakes. Sorry, for the for the retakes from some CYBERATLET for them to get from behind them as well. So it's very risky
but
play.
we also have to remember, like, if one of the teammates is spotting you holding off, let's say, long A with a sniper or rifle, that doesn't really matter, and the information goes to the team, you know, Daredevil, he's on long A and he's waiting for us there. So the logic thing to do is to change up the position, switch a little bit around. What I'm seeing here right now so far is just sticking to the same position no matter what is happening. And Tricky is going big in this map, taking 4 kills. But again, as we're witnessing, the CTs and the terrorists, they just do the same thing over and over again. And when it gets too repetitive, then it gets too predictable. And when it gets too predictable, we know what's going to happen next.
I mean, a bit of a team kill there, but I mean, team attack there. But in my opinion, all they need to really do now is just be a bit more unpredictable and work together into a position where once they get the entry or once they get like the information, to just like commit. Because if you don't commit, you need to kind of push back and, you know, rethink the scenario and try to take a new approach. But if they're gonna like kind of freeze in the middle and kind of half decide where they want to go, then, you know, that's not gonna benefit them at all in the long run.
Not at all. Right now we're seeing Tricky doing something different, as he's now going to be standing on the opposite side of where he was in the last round. So we do see a little bit of switch around here from the CT, but the terrorists, they seem to be getting more and more predictable. 3-1. CYBERATLET is just making the best out of the situation, starting off as counter-terrorists, and now they're holding off B strongly. And the terrorists are trying to come in, but it seems like they haven't found the weak spot yet.
No, not at all, and it's all down to a 5 versus 1, and I just feel like these days, or at least for this tournament, like roles tend to switch very fast. Like a team can completely overwhelm a team on one match, and then the next, like, they kind of struggle a little bit, and this is kind of a testament maybe to not knowing each other's game style.
She just went right next to the enemy.
You can get the kill.
Oh,
she should get the kill here on mid.
She should get the kill and yes. She's doing that exactly. They thought she was going for the same. Now this is huge here for the terrorists. A great opportunity. Great opportunity.
Nice try from Megan. I mean,
very nice try.
All is important. 5 versus 1 is getting that initial kill and then getting that bump. And I mean, that's all they could have asked for as a team, because now they'll have the money for a possible buy, actually, considering the money. So they are going to do that, and that's all down to Megan's bump plan at the end there. So very, very good play from Megan, and this will actually give them an opportunity to maybe win the round. They don't have that much utility, but if they can get the Angels and maybe either trade or do an execute as they're doing now, they might actually get the opportunity to win this round.
Well, the rush is strong. This team, at least, when they're coming in this strong, it's so hard not to predict a victory. The CTs are forced back right now. They're just isolated away.
I think at this point that was the best move they could have done. I mean, they had very little utility. They had very little utility. They just had AKs, and one out of 10 it was newbie. So that was the best opportunity that they had to turn this game around, and they are doing it right now. They're maybe on a bit of a comeback train, considering that slow start where they lost the second round after winning the initial pistol round. So, thing is, CBA still has a lot of money, or a proper decently amount of money, and even if CBA loses this round, they should be able to buy the next one. So, this is far from over from Playing Dogs. They need to keep this consistency and maybe keep being aggressive, and I think they're going to do that. Just like last round, they're going long again, hoping for the exact same results, and that looks like they're going to do it. And Newbie just gets like 2 kills through the smoke, and it's like, why not? And I think they're going to win this round just as they did last round. It's 4 versus 2, just like it was last round. Basically a copy from the last round. And don't try to push from but no chance there. I think Anzi should just stay at this point, like try to save the off the next round. Especially since their money isn't the greatest, they still have money to buy, but they could use that off the next round. And I think from now they need to start taking care of consistent rounds where they do strong pushes. So maybe they can strengthen a bit on B, but it's unlikely that they're going to do the same tactic 3 rounds in a row.
Yeah,
but,
that's unlikely. But I believe they should be able to stick to some degree of consistency. But at this point, what they're doing, it's
just overwhelming.
Yeah,
I mean, if they do that again on long or mid. Yeah, I thought we agreed not to say Messi.
Well, I was thinking about the football player. I don't know what you were.
It's Ronaldo. No, but it's in my opinion now. If they can do the same action, I think they are gonna do the same action. I think they're gonna fake it with how they're gonna do it B, and then do the same thing on long. And this might be the best tactic to do yet, because there are 4 players in B right now, and there's only 1 in A. So if they really push them on long, and if Anzi can't stop them, that Molotov was really vital, because that gives them a chance to come back. But they aren't going to do it still by himself.
I love that. Really I love that hold on long A. I love it. I absolutely love it. Enzim was holding it up with the Molotov and the smoke so beautifully that it gave him opportunity right now to just hold off A all by himself. Now that was a play that many
especially that was really important.
Oh, Dawn is
3 versus 5.
Dawn took care of Radix. I mean, let's not forget this team absolutely annihilated London Conspiracy on the very same map, and right now we're seeing a taste of their own medicine here. And
to be fair, to be fair, it was. They did do it on their CT side, and to be fair, they did lose a few rounds on their T side against London Conspiracy as well. So we don't know how strong they are on their T side, but we are aware how strong they can be on their CT side. So if they can keep going and maybe get a few more rounds at least, of course, preferably for them, they would want the majority of the rounds. But if they can be comfortable on T side, then their CT side can be really like their opportunity for this whole tournament.
Oh, most definitely. I think that the one thing that matters right now is just keep going, don't stop. Like, you might be behind a couple of rounds, but damn that. Like, just do your best and come back in the second half. And as you said, their CT side is much stronger than the terrorist side. So let's hope they're gonna come back even stronger. The one thing they just cannot and won't ever do is allowing CYBERATLET to get that too big of a lead, because then it's gonna obviously be too hard to come back. But I believe that they have some certain plans in motion right now, and I think the mental state is the most important thing to be looking at right now. Is when they're pushing, they need to dedicate. When they're saving, they need to save. Those kind of things. It's those small things that matter everything in the heat of the moment.
Well, Playing Dogs, or should I say, the mix of Playing Dogs was last match very coordinated on their CT side. So I believe they really have the opportunity here to. They know what they're doing on their CT side. That's the most important thing. And I think they can. If they're, it's not really as much tactics as much as being coordinated in how their positions are and trades are. So if they can keep that same consistency, I believe it shouldn't be that big of an issue for them on CT side, as long, or at least we'll have to see how CBA do on their their T side. If they know how to do some really strong executes, that might still push off
Oh
any
yeah,
kind of lead
definitely, yeah.
that they have.
Most definitely do
So,
agree, but the thing is, right now, what we're seeing is that exactly the problem that London Conspiracy had. You remember how many issues they had with trading, and I'm starting to see that issue right now. They're going 2-2, so it's good. They're going in pairs, but it's like every single time their teammate is being taken down, it's just like a big curse that they are looking in the wrong direction, and then it just makes it impossible for a trade. Yeah.
I mean, right now, CBA is starting to get a lead. If they can get one more round, then they're already going to be in the lead of half. And they can't ask for anything more than that. Considering they lost a pistol round, and then they won the following round after that. They've been like very consistent in getting their power plays in. And sure, they lost a few rounds here and there, but if they can keep their consistency, they can still get at least 10 rounds in this half. Especially when it starts like this, like Anzi getting that off kill against a buy round nevertheless. So very strong start from them. They can keep going. If they can keep going, they probably have this map in the bag. I mean, no matter how strong playing Ducks are on their CT side, if they don't get rounds here, that's not gonna matter. So
Right now, what I'm mostly worried about is how they're gonna come in towards the east side. We have the smoke dividing the two teams. They're trying to get an angle here. Now, one by one, they're being taken down here. Dawn is coming in from the drop. Oh god, taken from behind. Now, it started off beautifully. They had that angle, but right now they seem to be choking when it comes to holding down the bomb side. Now, this could prove that it's easy for the terrorists.
nice push here. That flash didn't do what it was supposed to, but it was a good idea. The team flash from end to end with a teammate so he can get a peek in. Got the kill anyway on the rock, and Enzi is retaking with an AWP, which is not an ideal weapon for a retake. But he can make it happen if he can get the initial shot. Misses it, but BO1 peeks against the AWP and gets punished for it. Team flashes himself, but he does not have a. He has a kit here, so he can actually get the. If he can get this right now, he can. Doesn't get the chance to. Megan gets it off, and really important round for playing Dogs. They didn't have the money, they didn't have anything, so if they lost this round, it would have been very punishing for them. So that was a very important round. They got the off as well, so if they can keep going, they can actually make.
It was giving away basically a weapon. You know, it's not something you want to do in these kind of situations. But at least they have a lot of money to come back again, and this is exactly what they're trying to do here. 4v4. It seems to be that the teams are struggling to get information. Nade is gonna take him down to 68, so that is quite neatly placed nade. Could be a potential push here towards B, but they seem to be retreating with the bomb. He's gonna be taken down here. Tricky goes big with a double. The triple is denied. The bomb carrier is gonna go slowly back with 54 HP. They're gonna try their luck elsewhere. And they should be doing it as fast as they can, as the CTs are on the B bomb side. They have an opportunity to just go fast into A before anyone is rotating. Now this is the moment where the terrorists
have no way of knowing that, though.
They have no way of knowing that, of course. But if they just went for it, it could have been a great opportunity. Of course, this is about Counter-Strike. It's about sound. It's about everything.
Information play is the most important play in Counter-Strike, so they have no way of knowing that their A is clear, but they have time here to still go in. They're going to try to retake as fast as possible and push the door. But nice push from Megan. Now misses against the second one, but they get the bomb plant at least, and it's 2 versus 2, so see how they retake.
Wenzin gets the frag now. It's a 1v1 here. Megan is the last one standing with the up here on the A bomb site. She's gonna go down. No, she's going back up and oh, she misses that shot. No, Megan, you need to. Oh,
what? That was an amazing.
That was an amazing headshot. Well done, Megan. Well played.
Yeah, sort of a slow play against London Conspiracy. She's getting some impactful kills, but not as impactful as now. She's been getting a huge, not even just kills. She's the one who got that one kill and got a bomb plant in the 5 versus 1 earlier. So, really, really important plays from her so far. Really good game.
Ooh,
oh, nice shot!
Nicely placed headshot. That was beautiful. That was just beautiful. That Radix was just he was just missing an opportunity here for the peak now. The CTs they only have one AK on their hands, so it's most likely gonna be around here for the terrorist, even though being one man down. 5 rounds. The terrorists looking good so far. If they can manage to get just one more, that will secure a nice start here in the second half when they're gonna be starting as counter-terrorists. And hopefully we're gonna be seeing what we saw earlier. Right now they're holding off B here. Four is the first one to go down. 4v3. The Deagles are just flying away in this match.
Oh, nice try from Medics, but very unfortunate from this round. They went up against pistols and couldn't make it work, and CBA did really
damage.
well there.
They did great damage, you know. You just starting off as pistols, you know. It's you have the mental state like whatever, like that is exactly sometimes what you need, you know, to just get those rounds. And now they push the economy back from the terrorists, you know. This is starting to be a quite interesting match, and could be a very close one as well.
It was very unfortunate from playing Docs to like really put all they had in there and then pistols. But they have a chance now. They're like, you know what? You killed us with pistols.
I knew it. That was gonna be a problem, but
but they got very overwhelmed by the weapon.
Clumsy push.
Yeah, they started really well. 4 went in, got a pistol shot immediately, took the AK, killed the person at the door, and it looked like a round that possibly was gonna, you know, basically be the exact same like the round before, just on opposite sides, and they couldn't get it to working, and the M4s just proved too strong against the rest of the pistols, and it got all the kills that they couldn't get around. Very last round, of course.
Oh, knife is out, but that was oh god. It seems like every single time they're just deciding to rush in, it just ends up in a complete and utter mess.
I'm trying to move. There's nowhere to go. They know where
I think he's addicted to the Molotov. That is a Molotov addict right now. To the fire, getting a little bit of a burn. Now 9-6. This is the 6th round we'll be talking about. They should be quite comfortable now, starting off as counter-terrorists, and this could be a very, very close one. I would say that this match is going to be like 16-12. I'm not gonna give them 16-14 because right now I'm just not seeing that. I'm not seeing that spark yet. But I hope that we're gonna be
they lose the
proven
pistol
wrong.
round. If Playing Dogs wins the pistol round, they might actually win it maybe 16-11. But that's an approximate, I guess. But it really depends on this pistol round here.
Well, it depends on how they're also positioned. Right now, Tricky is getting the one in drop and leaves an opening here from the terrorist. Wow, Newbie takes 2 down and he's not gonna get a triple though. He did his best, and 3v2 now. Tricky coming in from behind. I was thinking the knife was gonna come out, and that was not the case.
This is no time for that.
No time for that one. 18 HP, not much you can do in that situation, but just retreat. The one-man count is still counting. And, oh, what a headshot with the Glock! Enzim is doing what it's supposed to do. 10-6. As you said, it could be 16-11. As right now they won the first pistol round, and this is unlucky for the counter-terrorists.
More importantly, note that Newbie started his CT side very much like how he did it against London Conspiracy. His aim is always so crisp on the CT side, and I'm excited to see how he plays this game as well on his CT side. So, you know, not the best of starts for them so far, but it is very much a force. So it's going to be difficult for them. Again, it came down to whole, you know, losing the first round. But keep in mind, last half, whoever won the pistol round lost the next round. So we'll see how this force fight goes.
Well, Redick is holding up drop here. That was a beautiful fake. That was a beautiful fake. You know, they're still focusing on B, while they're all gathering together towards A here, and we have only one guy or girl holding it off. It's Megan, being down to 3 HP. Now that is an interesting development. She's right in the bomb side here, waiting for the bomber to come in and get spotted out. Unlucky. The bomb is gonna go down on A.
Almost didn't notice him. He'll be all the way down to 1 HP. I don't know what he can do here. Probably nothing,
not much, but at least, you know, getting that one exit frag. It's with a mag, it just boosts your economy quite a lot. So hopefully that is what he's chasing right now.
Their money is terrible, so if he can save the mag, he might be able to use it maybe on drop or maybe at B next round. So I think it's most beneficial for him to actually save this mag 7. Of course, if you get, there's no real weaponry on the other side that's that worth it. I mean, UMPs and Mac 10 and maybe like a little. So the Mac 7 would probably benefit him more than an exit kill right here. But he might still get an exit kill. Actually, no. They didn't get to him, so
not quite.
Exactly.
Really
so
close.
I don't think he'll buy armor. It would be a bad idea. He has the same amount of money as everyone else. So he's gonna keep that Mac 7, no armor. And he's probably gonna go around to either drop or where the crack is at B. So we'll see what he gets done here. I think he is actually at drop. So this is the best position for a Max 7. I think DBA knew that. You know, a Max 7. Where would a Max 7 go? You know, probably a B. You know, let's avoid that and stick to the pistols and go to A. That was actually a good read from CBA to go to A here. So I don't think they were able to do much. You're going to try to get a few exit frags with pistols. That's pretty much all they could do. And try to save that Max 7. So try an exit kill with it. You're not even gonna get that. So
definitely
Megan.
Sparky boy though.
Yep. He's a bit of a spark Megan.
He's top fragging at this point, and he could be the MVP of the match. 12
Movie
to
though,
6.
MVP of the London Conspiracy match is taking a bit of a slow start to this match, especially since we're over past the halfway point. Not doing the best, but he has loads of opportunity now, especially now with the buy round. This is so important, so vital now for playing Ducks. They need to win this round. If they have any hope to make a comeback, this would be it. You know, this would be the start. Doing exactly the same as the last match, hiding over the smoke.
Yeah, exactly the same. And you know what's funny? It's like the opposite team is doing this like that setup, and it's just so fun to watch sometimes. It's incredible. But I think that we all have a small golden line of what to do, what not to do. At this point, I think they're just trying everything. They're just going for what they're most comfortable with and trying to make it work. And if it doesn't pretty much. But 12 to 7, they're trying to come back a little bit here. But 12 to 7, it's still 4 rounds away for CYBERATLET to take this one home. And this is actually the moment where the counter terrorists they need to step up definitely.
I mean, that round was mostly based on from playing dogs. I mean, they caught them from multiple places that CBA wasn't protecting, and that was very vital to what well. And Newbie, look at his weaponry. I mean, you might be able to get something done here. Maybe he thinks he's playing Left 4 Dead, and maybe not. But this will work if any zombies jump from down there. We'll be able to get a few frags, and maybe get an AK as well. This would be perfect for him. And not sure why CB just playing it safe right now. They're one man down, so if they can get a few entries here and maybe push aside, they might be able to get the bomb planted. Maybe potentially win the round.
Well, Megan is is holding it off with the AWP, so they should not and cannot be allowed to go into A right now. They could be doing the same thing that they did earlier, going towards B, and you know, just at the last moment, just going back, and that paid off. But right now, they need to consider that they could be knowing exactly their next move, and they need to shake it up a little here. The bomb is still towards B. It's could be a triple fake, if you want to call it like that.
Oh, but they're going in against the stacked side here. This is gonna be tough. They do get all three people though. Okay, that's one way. Do I have all four? Why not?
Or
Let's
why
just,
not? Like while you're at it, but
cut
like
them down.
right now, as you notice, they're playing way more coordinated. They're going in at the same second. They're just holding off different angles. They're not like 3-4 people staring at the same spot, you know. So this is actually what I believe the most important part in Counter-Strike is you have to rely on your teammates, otherwise it's not going to work out.
Well, definitely one-sided map so far, as one-sided side, I should say. And Bang Dogs have no money to work with, and this has been tough. I mean, they've had opportunity to really win these rounds. I mean, last round they were holding their positions. They just got completely out-aimed by CBA there. Like, I don't know if maybe caught sleeping for a moment there. They looked exactly at the crosshairs, and then they still managed to out-aim them. And might get caught or not. Why not? A bit of a misfire from Tricky. Could have easily killed them out in the open. And still an opportunity now to get a 14th round for CBA. But they have to keep their composure. And they need to keep their aim, of course, get the kills. And then work together. Just make sure you get the trades, make sure you work together. Pistols are not that, you know, hard to avoid when you're playing long distance, especially.
Indeed not, but right now, what they should be avoiding is CYBERATLET getting another round here. It's 30-7. The way they are just set up, the CTs are focusing more on B every single time. It seems like that this is exactly what CBA wants. They just want them to be focusing on B, so they have, you know, full access to A, and they have the bomb down again. Well, FOA is gonna be the last one standing, trying to save the last weapon here and potentially come back.
A mistake there. Very mistake from CBA there. They knew there were no CTs up close, and they knew a gun was down. She could have taken that gun, maybe thrown it up somewhere up one of the boxes or something. But they left it in the exact same position where Tricky died. And Fo was able to get that gun and get 2 kills with the AK and possibly even save it. And that was a bit of a mistake there from CBA to allow him to be able to get that weapons away. So, in the end, able to get an AK, almost got the 3rd kill there, but and now at least have something to work with, and he can potentially drop here as well. So
yeah, I'm interested. Like, they have a lot of money. Like Sparky Boy and Ansem, they have like over 7,000 and stuff. Like, he goes with an MP7 now. What is the idea behind it? It sure beats me, but I hope it's something good. For they're 2 rounds away from victory, and they're going in strong. Right now, they're going towards B here with the AK. Sparky Boy gets 1. Oh, they get 3 frags instantly as they enter, and again, the CTs are being isolated here from the bomb side. Foa here from drop tries to get the frag in, doesn't land any shots. get one, but not two. As the Megan will be going
Ooh,
down, this will be match point. That is dangerous. This could be potentially the last round that we're gonna witness it tonight here. And
yeah, well, this.
yeah, I don't
You
know what to
notice
say.
Dawn 7 still buying MP7s. I don't get it because if you're going to be really fair, it's obvious the enemy wasn't going to be running no armor pistols the previous round. They had an AK and they had everything. They had the money, and this round they're obviously going to be buying. So this MP7 makes sense. They have a lot of money for it. So.
Well, they're gonna be going in here on B. Now this is the final push, the final countdown. As the terrorists are gonna come in strong, the CTs are trying to push them off and retake the bomb site. Now the retake is the hardest part in Counter-Strike, and Tricky is just proving me right here. Gets a double and leaves it all down to Megan. Megan, the last guy standing, and that is GG, guys. That is quite a match. Beating in their own game. They simply did their best, but that was just not good enough.